The world tells men to be loud, to be seen. But there is a deeper strength found in the quiet, in the silence that accrues with age. It is a language few understand. It is the hallmark of true mastery. It is the domain of the man who has weathered storms and emerged not unscathed, but unbroken. Consider the man who once shouted his victories, now content to let his actions speak. He has learned that true power is not in assertion, but in presence. This is the silence of knowing, the quiet confidence that needs no external validation. It's a profound shift, often misunderstood by the young and the boisterous. They mistake his quiet for weakness, his stillness for apathy. They are wrong. This is the silence forged in the crucible of experience. It is the quiet dignity of the elder statesman, the unspoken wisdom of the monk, the stoic resolve of the soldier who has seen too much to be rattled. It is not an absence of thought, but a profound depth of it, distilled and refined. The incessant noise of youth gives way to a measured understanding, a contemplation that doesn't require a microphone. What happens when the noise fades and the true voice emerges from within? This transition is not automatic. It requires intention. It demands a deliberate turning inward, a confrontation with the self that is often easier to avoid when drowned out by external clamor. The young man is busy projecting himself onto the world, seeking affirmation. The older man, if he has walked the path correctly, begins to withdraw that projection, finding his center within. He understands that the external world is fleeting, its opinions ephemeral. He begins to value solitude not as loneliness, but as a sacred space for introspection. The constant need for interaction, for validation, diminishes. He finds that his own company is sufficient, even enriching. This is where true self-knowledge is born. In the quiet, the masks begin to fall away, revealing the unvarnished truth of who he is. It's a process that can be uncomfortable, even painful, but it is essential for growth. Marcus Aurelius, contemplating his own mortality and the ephemeral nature of fame, wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This sentiment echoes the silent man's ethos. His actions are his argument. His character, forged through years of quiet perseverance, is his statement. He doesn't need to declare his intentions. His life unfolds them. Observe the old fisherman. His movements are economical, his gaze steady. He doesn't waste energy on needless chatter. He understands the tides, the winds, the subtle signs of the sea. His silence is a testament to his mastery, a deep connection to his craft and his environment. He has learned that much can be understood by simply observing, by waiting, by being still. This acquired silence is not about shutting people out. It is about choosing where to invest one's energy. It is about recognizing that not every battle needs to be fought. Not every opinion needs to be engaged with. It's a form of discernment, a refinement of focus. The man who speaks less often listens more. He absorbs the world around him, gaining insights that the perpetually talking miss. His relationships change too. They become deeper, more meaningful. He values quality over quantity. He seeks genuine connection, not superficial acquaintances. His silence allows him to truly hear others, to offer presence and understanding rather than just words. It's a subtle power, one that builds trust and respect organically. The challenge for the modern man is to embrace this path willingly rather than being forced into it by the perceived failures or losses of aging. It requires a philosophical grounding, a willingness to look beyond the superficial metrics of success that society often imposes. It requires the courage to be content with less external noise and more internal substance. Think of the sculptor chipping away at stone. He works in silence. His focus, absolute. Each strike is deliberate, guided by vision. The raw material yields to his patient, quiet effort. So, too, the man shapes his character through quiet discipline, through consistent, uncelebrated action. The grand pronouncements are left to others. His work is in the shaping, the refining, the slow emergence of form. This quiet strength is also the strength of resilience. When a man has cultivated an inner stillness, external storms lose some of their power to overwhelm him. He can weather adversity with a grounded perspective, knowing that just as seasons change, so too do circumstances. His silence is not fragility, it is fortitude. What is the ultimate expression of this silent strength? It is the ability to lead by example, to influence through character, to be a steady anchor in a chaotic world. It is the father who disciplines with quiet authority, the leader who guides with wisdom, not volume, the friend whose mere presence offers comfort. These are the fruits of a life lived with intention and observed through a lens of quiet contemplation. He understands that true influence is often felt, not heard. A steady hand on the tiller is more effective than 1,000 shouted commands. His silence becomes a presence, a force that commands respect through its sheer solidity. It is the quiet hum of a well-tuned engine, powerful and reliable. The external world will continue to demand noise. It will push for constant engagement, for performative displays of self. But the man who has learned the value of his own inner quietude, who has embraced the silence that comes with age, finds a freedom that the loudest voices can never comprehend. He operates from a place of deep knowing, a sanctuary within himself. This is not about becoming reclusive or disconnected. It is about cultivating a balanced internal landscape. It is about discerning when to speak and when to hold one's tongue, when to act and when to observe. It is a wisdom learned not from books alone, but from the quiet contemplation of life itself. The man who embraces his silence as he ages does not fade into obscurity. He becomes more potent. His presence is felt more deeply. His words, when he chooses to utter them, carry the weight of years, the resonance of lived truth. This is not an end to his influence, but the beginning of a more profound form of it. He learns that the greatest conversations are sometimes those held within one's own mind, or those shared with a trusted few in quiet understanding. The need to fill every moment with sound, to broadcast every thought, dissipates. In its place grows an appreciation for the pregnant pause, the shared glance, the quiet acknowledgement. This cultivated silence is a testament to self-mastery. It is the ultimate refinement of the masculine spirit. It is the wisdom of knowing that often the most powerful statements are those that are never spoken. It is the silent strength that carries a man through life, a quiet force that shapes his world and the world around him. The world tells men to be loud, to be seen. But the truth is found in the quiet, in the silence that accrues with age. It is a language few understand, a hallmark of true mastery. It is the domain of the man who has weathered storms and emerged not unscathed, but unbroken. His silence a testament to his enduring strength.